Hey yogis, welcome to day 2 of the 30-day challenge. My name's Crystal Gray and I'll be your guide. Today our affirmation will be, I take care of my body. Start on your hands and knees. Move any props off of your mat. Bring your knees as wide as your mat and your big toes can touch, coming into a modified child's pose by bringing your hips back towards your heels. Come down onto the forearms and bring the tips of the thumbs together to touch and the tips of the pointer fingers together to touch, creating a triangle and letting the elbows go out to the sides to relax the shoulders. Forehead can come down to the ground. If your forehead doesn't easily touch here or comfortably touch here, stack your fists and place your forehead onto the top fist. Wherever you are, start to relax and breathe, coming into the present moment. Notice where your body expands when you inhale and where it softens when you exhale. If you're not already, begin breathing in and out through the nose. Now see if you can start to breathe into the count of 4. And out to the count of 4. Equal breathing, Samavriti breath. As you do this, relax the face, let go of any tension in the forehead, the jaw, the neck. On your inhale, begin to think, I take care. On your exhale, of my body. On your inhale, I take care. Exhale, of my body. Repeat that a few more times. Anytime your mind starts to wander today during your practice, come back to the breath and back to your affirmation. Now slowly make your way onto your hands and knees. From here, start to bring your hips around and back, around and back. So I call these hip circles. Getting into the inner thigh, the hips, the pelvis, go the other way. One more in this direction. And come back to center. Bring your knees back to center and let's move through some cat-cow. So have your wrists directly under the shoulders and the knees directly under the hips. As you inhale, start to look out as you tip your pelvis forward. And as you exhale, tip your pelvis back like you're tucking your tailbone. Inhale, tip the pelvis forward, look out, draw the chest forward. Exhale, round, tip the pelvis back, round the upper back. Keep going, work with your breath. Inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4, making sure that whole movement lasts that whole breath. So you inhale all the way, exhale all the way. So making your movement match your breath. This is one of the meanings of vinyasa. Good. And come back to a neutral spine. Now curl your toes under for a moment. Sit back. You can either stand tall on the knees or stretch the feet. And then bring the backs of the hands together. Let the elbows come down, stretching the wrists. And then do some circles here with the wrists. I know in the beginning my wrists were very weak and I didn't think I would be able to do yoga because my wrists were so weak. Don't worry, they will get stronger, and anytime you need to take a break because of any body part feeling strained, please feel free to do so. All right, now come back to the hands and knees. And walk your knees back a couple inches. Curl the toes under. Now really root the knuckles down into the mat and have the pointer fingers pointing straight forward. Yesterday we focused on really pushing the knuckles down, so keep that, but today I want you to make sure you're in a straight line from the wrists all the way up to the hips. So lift the knees up. Now push into the knuckles and send the hips up and back. Let the head hang loose. So try not to have an angle at the armpit today. Really push into the knuckles, send the hips up and back. And then let's walk the dog, bringing a little bit of movement here. Push one heel down and the other heel down. Good. Couple more times. And then walk the feet forward towards the hands. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. It's just a little bit more gentle of a forward fold to do with the feet wider than with the feet together for the first one. So turn the toes in slightly so the outside edges of the feet are parallel to each other, hands to your shins. On your inhale, come halfway up. Grab your opposite elbows and exhale, fold as you bend the knees. Let the head hang loose. Feel as though the spine is pouring out from the hips. So instead of having the knees locked, which will pull the pelvis back usually, you can bend the knees so you can tip the pelvis forward. Anytime you feel like you're working energy up to the surface and you need to let it go, just exhale through the mouth. Hands to the shins. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, bring your hands to the hips, ground down into the feet, and then inhale, slowly come up. And exhale, step your feet towards each other, coming into your standing mountain pose. So feet can be, again, either fist width like we talked about yesterday, or big toes touching if possible. Either way, ground down into all four corners of the feet. Make sure you're not locking your knees back. So just a gentle squeeze in the quads to take out anything where you'd be locking your legs back. Neutral pelvis, so booty's not popping out, it's not tucking under. Lift the rib cage, relax the shoulders, chin parallel to the ground. Breathe here. Draw the lower belly gently in and up, and as you inhale, expand the ribs in every direction all the way up to the collarbones. Exhale, collarbones, and then all the way down to the belly. Find your gazing point. I take care of my body. I take care of my body. Now exhale, ground down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Let the spine feel as though it's pouring out from the hips. Inhale, halfway to your monkey pose, flat back. Exhale, fold over the legs. Push down into the feet, look out in front of you. Inhale, come up with a flat back. Circle your arms all the way up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Just warming up the body gently. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Push down into the earth with the feet. Look out. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms touch overhead. Exhale, draw the hands down to the heart. Breathe. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway to a flat back. Now exhale, we're going to step back with the left foot. So however you can do that. It might not be very graceful. Step back with the left foot and bring the left knee down. Okay, so even if you need to step back to your hands and knees and bring the right foot in front, that's fine as well. Okay, lengthen the tailbone down, hands to the heart. Breathe here. Back toes can be curled under. Make sure the front knee is just right on top of the ankle, not going past. Arms can come up, wrap the shoulders like you're trying to close the armpits, palms touch if possible. This is Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Now from here, bring both hands to the inside of the right foot, walk the right foot over to the side. So if your hands don't come down to the ground, you could put a couple yoga blocks here, that would be fine, or a yoga bolster, anything that could help lift you up a little bit. So here, turn your right toes off of the mat and have your right knee pointing in the same direction as the toes. Keep the hips square, so try not to dump either way. You could do little pulses here if you need to feel more sensation, or eventually maybe come onto the forearms. Again, only if you need to feel sensation. Make sure the knee stays right on top of the ankle and it's pointing in the same direction as the toes. This is a variation of lizard pose. And then slowly come up, walk the foot back to center, lift the back knee and step forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway to your monkey, and then exhale, right foot back, low lunge. Now bring the back knee down. Remember, you can step back to hands and knees, stand tall on the knees and bring the left foot forward if that's a more graceful transition for you. Lengthen the tailbone down, keep the pelvis neutral and start to push the left knee forward. Only go as far as you can go without the booty popping out. Left knee ends up right on top of the ankle. Hands can stay at the heart or arms up and close the armpits. Palms touch. Try to really push the pinky side edge of the hands together. Breathe. Relax the face. And then both hands can come down on the inside of the left foot. Walk the left foot over to the left side. Turn the toes out. Make sure the left knee is right on top of the ankle and pointing in the same direction as the toes. You can stay here, or if you need more sensation, do pulses, or come down onto the forearms. As far as you could go without causing pain, just feeling sensation. Breathe here. Slowly come back up onto your hands. Walk the left foot back towards the center and then step the back foot forward. Inhale, monkey pose. Exhale, fold over the legs. Ground down into the feet. Look out. Inhale, come up with a flat back. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. And breathe here. I take care of my body. I take care of my body. Good. And then take a wide stance. So bring your arms out to your sides, point your fingertips down, have the outside edges of the feet right below the fingertips, hands to your hips. Turn your right foot out so that the foot is parallel to the long side of the mat, right heel in line with the arch of the back foot. Turn the back toes in slightly, coming into warrior two. Level out the hips, lift the rib cage up, arms up and relax the shoulders. Inhale, straighten the right leg, but don't lock it. Exhale, reach out over the right leg. Bring the right hand to the right shin, left hand to the hip. Now open up that top shoulder, twist the belly button open. And breathe here, triangle pose. Make sure not to hyperextend the bottom leg. Both shoulders are directly over the bottom leg. So if you keep closing here, then back out of the pose slightly. If this feels good, you can lift the top arm up. Only adding on to feel sensation. So if you feel sensation, you're lucky, you can stay right there. Ground down, inhale, come up. Exhale, let the arms float down. Turn the right foot in, left foot out. Back toes turn in slightly. Bend into the left knee, make sure the knee ends up right on top of the ankle. Arms up, relax the shoulders, and gaze out through the left middle finger. Breathing here, draw the lower belly gently in and up, expanding as you inhale, soften as you exhale. Inhale, straighten the leg, but don't lock it. Exhale, reach out over the left leg, left hand to the left shin, right hand to the hip. Roll the top shoulder open, twist the belly button open, both shoulders directly over the bottom leg. So only go as far as you can go where both of the shoulders are over the leg. If it feels good, top arm can go up, but it's not necessary. Triangle, Trikonasana. Ground down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, let the hands float down. Turn the foot in. So now outside edges of the feet parallel to each other, hands to the hips. Big shoulder roll. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Hands can come to the ground or the shins. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Keep the shoulders plugged in. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to your hips. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, heel toe the feet towards each other. Come up to the front of your mat. Come back to your Tadasana feet. Breathe. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Hands to the shins. Bend your knees. Exhale, step back to your hands and knees. Swing your feet around and come to seated. Sit in Sukhasana, taking a few breaths here. Pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. Remember, if your pelvis keeps tucking under and rounding the back, please feel free to sit up on a couch cushion or a pillow, a yoga blanket, whatever you have around. Now on your inhale, lengthen the spine. Notice how I'm coming to the edge of my blanket. Exhale, tip the pelvis. The reason why I'm coming to the edge is because it helps to tip the pelvis forward. On your inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. So whenever we come down lower, it's not because we're rounding the back, it's coming from the pelvic tilt. So you can always take a video of yourself doing some of these poses and then watch the video and see how your pose looks. If you're a member of my Facebook group, the Yoga Goddess Collective, you can always share pictures in there and I can help you with your alignment. And slowly come up and switch it out. And of course, feel free to put any questions in the comments. On your inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. Draw the chest forward, tip the pelvis forward. I just call this pose Sukhasana, forward fold. Relax the face. And then slowly come up. Now extend the left foot out and draw the right leg in. Have the right foot just in line with the opposite knee. The foot is about a fist width away from the knee. Bring your right hand behind. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Hold on to the knee with the left hand. Exhale, twist. Twisting from the mid and upper back. You can take one little step back with your right sitting bone. On your inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Smile a little bit for extra credit. And come back to neutral and switch it out. Keep the extended foot active. Step back with your left sitting bone. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. I take care of my body. Come back to neutral. If you're sitting on a blanket, move that out to the side, lay all the way onto the back and bring both knees in towards your chest. Hold on to your knees and just rock a little bit from side to side. Extend your legs out. Bring the feet about as wide as the mat. Arms by the sides, let the hands be a little bit wider than the mat. Palms open, roll the shoulders under the back. Soften the chest. Tuck your chin just a little bit so it's level with the forehead. Close the eyes. Take a couple cleansing breaths in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Feel free to sigh. Breathe here. Ending our practice with a few moments of Shavasana. Please feel free to set your timer. Stay here for 5 or 10 minutes. We'll stay here for just a couple minutes today together. Let go. Move through the body. Let go of any tension, tightness, strain. Let the face soften, the jaw move all the way down, the arms, the torso, the pelvis, all the way down the legs and the feet. Let the ground carry your body weight. And just let yourself drift off. No control here, no control of the breath, no control of the body. Just let it go. And again, please feel free to stay here for 5 or 10 more minutes. Otherwise, start deepening your breath. Bring some movement back to the fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead and your feet in the opposite direction for a full body stretch. And then roll onto your right hand side using your right arm for a pillow. Take a couple breaths here. And then slowly push yourself up to seated. Let your head be the last thing to come up. Come to an easy cross-legged pose. Pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. Come back to your breath. And just place your hands onto your pelvic bowl. So just right under the belly button. Breathe into that area. I take care of my body. And circle your hands together in front of your heart into prayer. And let's show gratitude for our practice and close our time together today with one Om. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful. Bow your head, bring your thumbs from your heart center up to your third eye, acknowledging the energy that's within you, around you, connects us all together and never goes away. Namaste. Have a great day, yogi.